Hey guys, what's up? Arthur here, and welcome to the final boss battle of Let's Play Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Now with live commentary for once. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm actually doing a live commentary one. After Jigglypuff's, after Jigglypuff, because her boss battle is not one of the easier ones, surprisingly enough. But now we're moving on to Lucas, which is going to be, thankfully, very, very much easier. What? No, I didn't ask you to do that, Lucas. Yeah, get lined up and dodge it. Get lined up again and dodge it. Hey, I said dodge it. Hit me and you're dead. So for those of you that watched Ness's boss battle, this is almost the same thing. It's not quite. There's a few small differences. I won't be using Lucas's PSI that much, aside from having to recover and the occasional PK fire for a projectile. His standard PK, which is just, you know, the B button or the 1 button without moving a directional, is PK freeze instead of PK flash. Aside from that, the only differences you might notice aerial-wise is that Lucas's are multi-hit sometimes, whereas Ness's were just one hit. A lot of his aerials, with the exception of his up aerial, are based with that electrical ability. So they take more hits. And in that aspect, it makes the Lucas better at the ground bosses than the aerial bosses. And it also makes him better at the ground bosses than Ness, but worse at the aerial bosses than Ness. So he's better at fighting the ground characters, Porky, Rayquaza, Dewon, PD Piranha. And Ness is better at fighting Ridley, Meta Ridley, you know, both the hands. You pretty much get the idea. Hey, that did not hit me. No. Turn around. Come on, use the thing. That's not what I meant. Use the other one. There you go. I'm not going out of here till you let me go at 0%. Hitting me is not letting me go at 0%. There you go. There. Much better. Luckily, Lucas, like Ness, has the PSI shield, so Dewon is still a very, very easy fight for that reason alone. It can be used on other things too, just like Ness's, and despite the fact that Lucas holds the actual shield out in front of him, if you face the other way when somebody hits you with a projectile, you will still absorb it. I know that for a fact, so don't worry about that. You will still absorb it regardless. With Ness, you can't really tell since he just, you know, has it all around his body. It really looks like, it doesn't matter where it hits. With Lucas, it looks like it does. It doesn't. You're perfectly fine if it hits you from above or it hits you from the direction that you're not facing. You're fine, so don't worry about it. I mean, you can see how it kind of looks off, but yeah. It's perfectly fine, so don't worry about it. I will say, though, honestly, Ridley and Meta Ridley for both Ness and Lucas is a very easy boss fight. In particular, Meta Ridley, but Meta Ridley is pretty much easy with any character. With the only exceptions being maybe characters that can't jump very well, and then they might have trouble at the end because, as you've well already noticed by now, whether I mentioned it or not, the more damage that Meta Ridley takes, the farther back he goes whenever, you know, he reappears on the stage, and he kind of just appears there. The more damage he takes, the farther back he is, so it's, you know, you have to kind of reach out a little bit more the more he gets damaged. Because you'll see he was like basically where I could hit any part of him, and now you actually have to wait a little bit because, you know, you can reach his head, but, you know, if you hit his tail, then you're probably not making the recovery. You might be able to, but not easily. And here's Ridley, speaking enough. Or sure enough, speaking enough. Speaking of which and sure enough combined, it's like take luck. You wanted to say good luck, but halfway through you changed it to take care, so it came out as take luck. Let's do this. I could try to outrun the wind, but why do that when I can use PK Thunder? PK Thunder, unlike Ness's, you'll notice that Lucas's PK Thunder, when you actually use it on an enemy, just goes right through them and it does like a whole bunch of small attacks instead of just hitting them and just, you know, doing whatever damage it does and just stopping there. It's kind of a nice advantage that Lucas has over Ness. Also, whenever Ness, might as well go in order. Whenever Ness does the PK Thunder and fires it into himself and you launch yourself into an enemy, it does like one very strong hit of damage. With Lucas, it does like a whole bunch of medium-sized hits. They do about the same damage, but it's just a little bit of a difference. I will say that Lucas's down aerial is much more effective than Ness's is, as you can already tell. Whereas Ness only had like one hit, Lucas does like this multi-electric hit right here. Very effective, and you can also control this one very well. It's not really showing, but you can control it incredibly well. Here, let me give you an example. See much horizontal, like I can still get horizontal distance even after I've used it. It's not like with Toon Links or with Sonic's down aerial where once you use it, you're not going anywhere. I don't know why I did that. I'm just going to use the same strategy I did with Ness because it works just fine on him too. No. But yeah, I mean, it's relatively close to the same fights as it is with Ness. There is a little bit of a difference in control, and once you get used to it, it's fine. Generally, it's kind of like with Marth and Roy in Melee. It's like you kind of notice you'll play as one character better. For me personally, I think I play better as Lucas than I do as Ness. But I also feel like Lucas overall does worse than Ness in boss battles in gameplay. Like, you know, in like legitimate just competitive fighting or, you know, just a typical Smash match against the AI, I think Lucas does better. But against the bosses, I don't think he does as well, personally. I was going to do a second jump, but I didn't get it until much later than I expected, so I was just having to use my up B right there. Just kind of had to resort to it. By the time that it actually gave it to me, I thought it was so late that I just wasn't going to get a second jump, period, so I went for PK Thunder. Luckily, I didn't miss like I did with Ness's. And the only reason I missed is because I always keep my microphone, like, I have to keep it in between my, Well, I actually went through a lot of these before I even used a heart container. Mostly because the PSI shit, but whatever. I keep my microphone, like, in between my computer monitor and my TV. But they're right next to each other on my desk. Like, you know, I could not fit a third monitor on here, even if I wanted to, unless it was where my printer was, and that would be kind of elevated up slightly. But because of that, I have to kind of put it in between the two, so it takes up the bottom left corner of my computer screen and the bottom right corner of my TV. And so I couldn't actually see the PK Thunder whenever I fired it in the boss battle against Master Hand with Ness. Go. Galleon is down, and I believe he was number 9, so we'll have Tabuu next. Pick it up. Lucas, what are you doing, man? Don't trip now. We're almost done, man. We're almost there.
Ready, go!
I will say with Lucas, avoid his neutral aerial against Tabuu, because if you know, just in case you forgot, whenever Tabuu teleports, sometimes the teleport can have an explosive around it, and that makes it very hard to avoid that. He's going for red rings. Two, 3, and 4. Yep, see what I mean? Hey, stop that. It wasn't the case right there, because I was basically right inside of where the little orb was, so there really wasn't any dodging unless I knew he was going to do it. It's kind of the problem with lightweight characters against Tabuu, and that's one of the really big problems. Is, as far as I'm aware, and you guys can let me know if I'm wrong on this, you can't tell the difference between when Tabuu's going to teleport with doing the explosions and when he's not. If there is a difference, I have not seen it. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Alright, there we go. That was the last boss battle on Intense, and last boss battle of all for this Let's Play. I'm done with boss battles. That 35 was enough. I'm telling you, man, that's plenty for me. So there you go. You get the Tabuu with Wings trophy. This is the one of two that you are not able to get with a golden hammer. The other one is clearing it on Intense difficulty, which we got way at the start with Mario. But that is clearing it with all the characters. The Tabuu with Wings one. So really quickly, I'm just going to see what all we have left. That's songs and trophies. I'm going to avoid the songs, trophies, and stickers and just see what else there is. I know a lot of these are going to be stuff like battle on this stage however many times. There will be a couple stage builders in here. Collecting all the masterpieces is referring to stuff like this little Donkey Kong game. So 5 victories with Peach. I'm guessing that's Mario 2 or something. Mushrooming Kingdom 10 times, 30 hours. Melee stages 10 times. Castle Siege 10 times. You can kind of see it, but the pattern here. Use Toon Link 10 times. That one doesn't even say win with Toon Link. It just says use them 10 times. So I'm guessing that's... It's not Wind Waker, is it? I think maybe that's just the default Ocarina of Time one. I don't think Wind Waker has a masterpiece demo for this game, but whatever. Pokemon Stadium 2 10 times. Kirby 20 times. That one's kind of weird, but Green Hill Zone 10 times, unlock all the melee stages, which, you know, obviously these, F-Zero 10 times. So I think what we're going to do next is probably just do the using whatever character it wants you to X amount of times in Brawl, or playing on this stage X amount of times, win with this character X amount of times. That's probably what we're going to do next. Use Luigi 3 times. I think that's Luigi's Mansion, the stage, but not entirely sure. Regardless of that, there are a lot of those, so that's probably what we're going to be clearing up next. After that, I'll just kind of see what we have, because after that, it's just going to be stuff like, you know, the sticker award, getting 500 stickers, you know, playing for 30 hours, just kind of the random ones, really, that just take time more than anything else. And I'll Golden Hammer the ones that take a very long time and just not worry about it. In particular, that one, collecting all stickers. And then, you know, we'll do some stage builder stuff as well. There's a couple of things in here. This is the second set of parts, I believe, or the third set. And then the second set of parts is this one, wherever it was. Yeah, right here. So once you create 5 stages, you get more parts. Then once you create 15, you get another set of parts. But I really don't care about the custom stages that much. I build them for these parts, but I don't ever play the custom stages, to be perfectly honest with you. I just don't find them that interesting. So that's pretty much the plan for what we're going to do next. Now that we've cleared this up, I might take a break from Brawl. I mean, you guys can put in the comments if you want me to take a break from this. That's kind of what I'll just be doing next. And it might just be a quick montage. I may just do one video where I'm just getting it all cleared out all at once. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do for that. But I did mention it in a previous video, and I'm going to go ahead and mention it now while I let this thing go ahead and go back through. Clear boss battles with all characters, and you also get to see the total high score now too, and it will let you know what level you've completed, obviously on the characters individually, but that's the total high score. It took me 4 hours and 10 minutes, a little bit longer, to clear boss battles on Intense with everybody. But that's pretty much the plan of attack. I am going to record another Let's Play. It is already in the process of recording and to finish it. I've got college coming up fairly soon. By the time this goes up, I probably will have already started. It will be on the 25th of August, and it's the 21st right now, about 6 in the morning. So likely it will already have been up, or I would have already started by then, but I am going to record another project. I have another one that's completely recorded. I just need to edit it. It's been converted, so I just have to edit it and render it. Same thing will go with this one. I will probably be working on those quite a bit. You know, while these are all getting uploaded by then, I'm sure these will, you know, both of those projects will probably already be at least undergoing editing, if not completed, and I'll have those ready in case college does take up a lot of my time, which I'm going to guess it is. So I'll have those in backup in case I don't have any extra time. Mario Kart, I'm still not sure. I'm still going to work around Mario Kart. If I can get it to start uploading quicker again, then I will start posting it again and try to get that one done before anything else. But I'm still not entirely sure. So that's boss battles, that's target smash, home run contest, multi-man brawl. Pretty much all we have left is battling with specific characters on specific stages, really, and then just kind of extra stuff that has to do with stickers and trophies, and some kind of weird ones like this one, exceed 300 feet combined swim distance for all characters. you know, just kind of really random ones like that. There's a couple more we can't see yet, but I'm sure they're probably nothing that they're that big a deal. Regardless of that, that has been all for boss battles. So thank you guys for watching. This has been Pimp Roy, and next time I guess we're just gonna go and do some of those challenges that have not been completed yet. Just, you know, get those extra prizes that we need to unlock according to this, and, you know, just shelf what else there is probably. We'll just kind of work from there. So, see you guys then.